Hey guys, it's Keith and Kristen again with your Daily Coordinates, and we're back again today to talk about journaling. That tends to be one of the most probably awkward things for people to start in the process of, so this one we thought we'd go a little bit more in depth, a little bit more into the complex side of journaling, and we're going to have Keith give a little bit of a description example on the whiteboard because Keith does a lot of the discussions here with our business on how to take in behavior management with financials into also the planning side of our business. So since you teach that and we share this a lot with our clients, we wanted to bring you guys in on how we do that in a more laid out version. Of course, this will be quick, but we'll go through some examples.
Well, as we talk in our work, the only thing that we can really control, we can't control the external environment. We can't control the weather. We can't control the stock market. We can't control what other people are eating around us.
Right.
We can't control, whether people exercise in our around us or whatever their behaviors are. But we can't control our behavior. We control how we respond.
Right.
So the best way, the most proven way is to do that is it's much like a fire drill. If the building catches on fire and you have a plan before it's caught on fire, the likelihood that you're going to survive or have positive outcomes are better. And that's the way it is in life. If we have a game plan before we're faced with that stimulus,
exactly.
Before somebody serves us the slice of pizza or cake or a consumption decision, we're much more likely to make a better choice. And that's just a behavioral fact.
Yeah.
So in terms of just a quick description of maybe, I think we talked yesterday about journaling in a simple way, which is absolutely fine, if not adequate, and for some people preferred. But in the case, if you want to look at your journal in a way to track and monitor and then promote future progress, you might want to kind of step it up to the next level. So in terms of giving you some examples of that, if your vision is to have the body of Arnold Schwarzenegger, as an example, and you're tracking your system, and all you do is have a nutrition plan, you know that Arnold's throwing around some iron from time to time. He's doing more than that. So in terms of your vision, you're casting this idea of what you want maybe your body composition to be. But if you said, hey, if you're 400 pounds and you want to be 200 pounds, you can certainly start to cast an idea of what you need. You have this, again, as we talked in earlier, just coordinates, a vision for what you want. So in terms of setting the goal, really what you're kind of driving into is a really simple process that we here kind of coordinate a system that has 10. We've started with your coordinates 5. But are much like mile markers on the interstate that are pointing you towards that direction. So we've started with exercise, and we use nutrition plan. But it might be that if you want to be a millionaire, you would have a goal that would point you, a vision to be financially independent with $10 million in the bank. But you've got to start a via point, a goal that moves you closer to that. So it might be starting out with save $20 a day. And I like to use daily goals because they can break down. I can see what I need to do today. Well, $20 a day might sound like a little, it might sound like a lot, but for many people, if they go to Starbucks, they eat at McDonald's for lunch, they drive a car that maybe isn't fuel efficient or has some major significant issues, it's easy to figure out what to break that $20 down into steps. So the plan then, what we talk about in the GPS process is you might say, make my own coffee.
At home.
At home, as opposed to going to Starbucks and
Right.
spending $6 on a venti or whatever you're doing there. Because you're moving yourself closer to that outcome. It also might be to work to create some additional income is always my preference.
Sure, side gigs. If there's any additional things you're doing to create and drive into your plan extra income per day that you can try.
So it might be that side hustle. And then the last one we use and we're getting down to the bottom, would be strategy or strategic notes, which is really this process of writing these things down and making strategic notes. Now, obviously, there's a lot going on, and this is pretty sloppy, but obviously having a good tracking system in place that's pointing you, just like the interstate has mile markers along the way. They keep you on the right track. They affirm your progress, and they allow folks to know that, hey, you're doing the right thing. You're making progress, and we all need those things when we have long-term, complex, big goals. We all need VIA points.
Absolutely, and I think what helps with strategic notes, if you're doing this on a daily basis, you can say down here, tomorrow I've got dinner with girlfriends or group, and we're going to a pizza joint, so I'm going to need to plan X, Y, and Z. You can build in the preparation for the next day's events just by making sure you're writing out every day. Remind yourself what your goal is, set your plan in action, and then strategically think about what's coming next and be prepared.
Yeah, big vision, what we like to do, smaller daily goals that you can take some action. You look at that $20 a day goal, that would, as that compounds into the month, you've got a $600, $7,200 a month, $7,200 a year savings opportunity. Absolutely. So those are really what I would say the compounding engine that will drive you forward in the process.
That can work with any of your goals. So if you need additional help or if you have questions, feel free to reach out, because this is something that we work on daily. We appreciate it.
Thanks.